Hi guys, welcome back to my video. I'm going to be doing another Valentine's Day nail set. I know I love Valentine's Day, so I like doing Valentine's Day nails, okay? I think I got one more in the bag for you guys, and I'm going to drop the Valentine's Day nails and move on to spring nails. So yeah, you guys, I am now applying my acrylic. What I usually do is stick to, maybe when I'm doing long nails, I usually stick to 3 or 4 beads, maybe even 5 if I'm doing long nails. Yeah, so what I usually do is place down my first bead, which is usually a large bead, and I bring it all the way down the nail. Then I go in with my apex bead and I place that right above where I placed my first bead, and I just lightly blend that into the product. I do not bring that down the nail because, like I said, that is my apex bead. So I just really want to keep most of that product where I have placed it, okay? So after that, I go in with my third bead, which is my cuticle bead, and I place that a little ways back from the cuticle area because I really like my product near the cuticle area to be very thin. So I will place that a little ways back, and then I will push the product near the cuticle area and kind of tuck it in under the skin or wherever the cuticle area is, or however you want to call it. I kind of pat it and tuck it in, and then lightly blend the rest of the product down into the apex bead, if that makes sense, because you want to make sure you have a very strong apex, a very very strong apex, because with longer nails you want your apex to be nice and strong, because with longer nails a strong apex is very, very important. People think that you have to have a strong apex and the nails also have to be thick. No ma'am, they can be a little on the thin side, but as long as you have a very strong apex, you should be good, okay? So as you can see, like I said, I usually stick to 3 to 4 beads, 5 or a little bit more, depending on if I have to fill in some spaces like sheerness, or if I have to really put in a little bit more product near the cuticle area. So yeah, you guys, I'm just really showing you guys just a few more snippets on the thumb. When you're applying your acrylic, you want to make sure you're doing it really focusing on what you're doing, making sure that the product is not on the sides of the nail, making sure that you are cleaning off the sides of the nails, because if you don't, you're going to spend a lot of time filing. When you are brushing down your product on the nail, make sure that you are brushing it down on the nail tip. If you have to turn that nail to brush that product, you know, at an angle to keep the product on the nail, do that, because that's what I usually do sometimes, to make sure that the product is on the nail and that I'm not applying or have any product on the sides of the nail or falling under the nail tip. I still make mistakes here and there, but yes, you want to make sure that you are very neat when you are applying your acrylic, because that really helps. Trust me, it really, really helps. A smooth foundation helps. Okay, you guys, now I'm going to go in and encapsulate the nails. I always encapsulate my nails. I don't care if it's colored acrylic, if it's ombre, if it's glitter. I always encapsulate my nails. That's just a personal preference for me. That's just what I like to do. That's just how I like my nails to look. It's just a certain way I like my nails to look. Yeah, I just like to encapsulate. Some people don't, and that's on them, but I like to encapsulate the nails. And I also like to go back in with my clear and build the thickness of my nails, okay? Build the thickness on the nails, okay? So when I applied my acrylic with my colored acrylic, I remember, I don't know if you guys remember, but I told you to put down the apex. So that kind of created a unlevelness with the colored acrylic, if that makes sense. So it kind of has like a hump at the top, and the rest of the product towards the bottom of the nail is very thin. So what I usually do when I'm doing long nails, or when I'm encapsulated period, I usually do this. I go in with my clear acrylic and build the thickness right under the apex to kind of level it out, so it won't be like a hump and then, you know, like a booty, you know, like, you know, your booty and then the bottom of the legs, you know, like an ant booty, you know. So I usually go in and apply most of my product there, and, you know, just kind of level it out. And then when I get towards the top, I make sure that product is very thin, because like I said, I already have that hump there. I already have that curve or that apex there. So I usually make sure that that product is very thin. Okay, so now I'm going under the nails, making sure to just kind of file away any extra acrylic that has fallen under there, and to help like sharpen the shape and take away some of my filing time. I used to not go under the nail and do this, but like I started maybe a month ago, like going under the nails. I found that sharpens the shape and make the shape look a little bit better, you know. And I also saw that I didn't have to file as much after doing that. So yeah, you guys, I'm going under the nail. I have my e-file very low, and I'm just cleaning under there, because if you have it too fast, you can mess up and kind of put a dent in the nail and take away from the shape, and you don't want that, okay? So after that, I'm going to turn the hand back over and use my 100 grit nail file and lightly file the nail, because as you can see, the shape is already there, so I don't have to do too much. Do not do too much when it comes to filing. You know, you'll really mess it all up, and the shape of the nails really make or break a nail set. I'm sorry for the noise in the background, you guys. I live on a very busy street. So yeah, I am lightly filing the nail, making sure that I'm keeping keeping the file very straight. I am also going under the nail to make sure I am bringing whatever that is hanging down up, so that it's leveled with my file, so that everything is like straight and even, okay? Okay, now I am going in with my favorite bit of all time. I don't think I'm ever going to, I need to go order some more, because that's just how much I love it. I always use this one. I only would use my other ones, my regular ones, only if like I have a back-to-back client and I don't have time to clean this one, because I only have one. But I need to order some more. Like, I really love this one. It helps really get close to the cuticle area. It helps to thin out the product near the cuticle area, because like I said, you don't want that product to be super thick right there, because believe it or not, having too thick of acrylic there near the cuticle area can cause lifting, you know. So yeah, I'm using that, and I'm lightly going across the nail, going down the nail. I'm not really doing too much, because I applied my acrylic very smooth, so I really don't have to do too much with that. So yeah, now to the fun part. I was really messing up on my nail art, you know, because I really didn't know what I wanted to do. I run across so many sets that I see, you know, on the internet, on Instagram, on Facebook, on YouTube. I have clients sending me pictures. I got my family sending me pictures. If you're a nail tech, you know this, especially if you have people that really support you and know that you love what you do. So they always, send you pictures. So I had so many ideas in my head, and I just was so confused on what I wanted to do. So I was just messing up. I know I wanted to do a whole lot of pinks. So even with the pinks, excuse me, even with the pinks and all of the different color pinks in my face, it just really messed me up. So I didn't know what I was doing. So yeah, I'm going in and doing my deep French. I have such a hard time doing deep Frenches. It's easier for me to do the freehand deep Frenches with like the reverse French with the acrylic, you know what I mean? It's easier for me to do that, but it's more time consuming, if that makes sense. Well, that does. It should. It's more time consuming. So I really just like to draw on my deep Frenches. I'm sorry, you guys. I like to draw on my deep Frenches, even though it's more difficult for me to do that. So it just depends. Whenever I'm doing my deep Frenches, I will usually do it like I did the one on the ring finger just now, and just kind of draw the line and curve it in, and draw the other line and curve it in, and just kind of bring it in until it looks like I would like it. Or sometimes I will go in and do it how people teach us how to do it, which is do the V first and then draw the line and then kind of bring it in. I'm going to do that on the pointing finger, but sometimes I mess up with that. So it's just really difficult. I've watched so many videos on trying to get help on how to do the deep French, but it just never, I can't get it. I can't get it down pat. Not easily, you know what I mean? To where I can just draw it like, how I did the V's and just draw it and just keep it moving. I always have a problem with deep Frenches, and I hate it. I don't hate doing deep Frenches. I just hate that I have a hard time doing it. So as you can see, I'm doing the V. And then I'm going to do it, how they usually teach us, do the V and do the little line and then come and bring it in and whoop-de-woo. And it just don't work. So I'm just going to bring that in, but I'm also going to erase, that little dip and kind of deepen the French a little bit more, So yeah. I'm also going to do like some ombre lines on this pointing finger. So I'm going to, like I said, I messed up so many times. I think I took that out. I thought I was going to show you guys that, but I erased it, and I just went in because I was going to use my gel brush and brush it in and blend it in that way, but it just wasn't working. So I erased it all off, and I am using my liner brush instead. Okay, so after that, I went in on my pinky finger and I outlined the V's. As you guys know, if you are any of my clients and you happen to be watching, you know I love to do V's for some reason. I think that is so cute. So I added in the V's. And I also got some inspo from a lot of nails that I've seen. And that's how you can get ideas too. Some people be like, how you come up with that, girl? How you come up with that? It's because I have so many sets and nail ideas stored in my brain. It's just, that's how you do it. That's how you come up with these sets, So after I outlined that, I'm going to go in back on my pointing finger after I have cured, some things that I needed to cure. I'm going to go back in and go in with a lighter pink right next to that dark pink, and try and create like a blended effect, So as you can see, I went in and I took off the outline of that darker pink on that deep French. It's because, I thought it didn't look good. So I took that off, and I'm applying like a second layer of that pink just to darken that baby pink up. And then I think I'm going to go back in and finish off my ombre after that. I also removed the white from the middle finger as well. Did I already draw the white? I wasn't paying attention. So yeah, I am going back in and trying to create a ombre effect with these colors, but it just wasn't working, but I just went with the flow. So I'm going back in on my ring finger and I'm drawing my hearts. Of course you need hearts. It's Valentine's Day. It's Valentine's Day set, so you're going to need some hearts. So I was having trouble freehanding my heart, so I erased that and went in with my handy dandy dotting tool. I can never go wrong when it comes to hearts with my dotting tool. So if you have a problem with drawing hearts, just get you a dotting tool like the largest one that you have and just kind of form your heart there. Just kind of bring, you know, you'll see what I'm doing. It's kind of self-explanatory if you watch it. You know, just kind of bring it out and connect the points at the end, and then come in at the top and just kind of bring those lines down to create the heart. So that's the way I did it. You know, I've never, for some reason, can create a heart like freehandedly. I always need my dotting tool. I thought I can do it, but I couldn't. So yeah, I couldn't do it. So after I do this, I think I'm going to go back over to the pointing finger and finish off a little bit of my ombre. Oh no, I'm not. I am widening the heart, you know, just trying to make it a little bit bigger and cover that area a little bit more. And yeah, so now I'm going back in to the little ombre-ish French tip, and just darkening that other pink up, and I'm going in with another pink, which is kind of going to look the same because I was mixing colors and everything on my little paint plate, and it kind of looks like the same color, but it's actually not. It's just a shade lighter, and it's just making it look like it's the same color. And when I saw that it was looking like the same color, I just got frustrated and just went on ahead and added this last color, and I was like, I'm done with this French. I'm done with it. Because it's not looking good. Okay, it's not looking like I wanted it to look. Okay, so after that, I'm going in and I'm drawing a smaller heart right next to my big heart that I did, and I am using my dotting tool, and I'm just kind of bringing the hearts down, and I'm overlapping this one over the bottom heart that I did, and just overlapping it and filling in the heart, making it darker, you know. Okay, you guys, now I'm going in and adding my last little details. Well, not the last bit, but, you know, really adding in the details. I'm going to go in with white, and I'm going to do some outlining. I'm going to outline my V's. I'm going to outline my deep Frenches, and I'm also going to outline the hearts with white as well. Okay, now I'm going to go in and add my stitching. I found out about this stitching when I seen this on a few Halloween sets, so I thought this was so cute. I also seen this on one of the nails that inspired this nail set here, and I thought it was so freaking cute. And I thought I should do this on somebody's nails, but everybody is so simple when they come in here and come and get their nails done. So I was like, I'm gonna just do it on my practice hand. So as you can see, I am outlining the heart with white, and I'm going to go in and I'm going to add a few more stitchings on the, I think it's the pointing finger, and I'm also going to do it on the middle finger. Now I'm going in and adding a little detail to the thumb of the nail. I usually don't even add a tip to these nails, but I thought I should this time. I don't know why. I really kept this last because I didn't want like the thumb to be bumping into anything, or the polish to be running off to the side and just creating a mess. But by the time I got to this thumb, you guys, I did not know what I wanted to do with this thumb. So I just did anything. So now what I'm doing is adding some matte polish by Koopa. And I'm so sorry that I did this, because you're going to see that I made a big mess. I think next time, like if I do any nail art, I'm going to either place down some, what do you call that? What do you call this? Let me look at it. Place down a base coat first, or I'm going to place down a clear top coat first and then place matte if I want the nails to be matte. Because after I cure this, you're going to see that the nail art had smeared, and it really ticked me off, because I think the nails would have been so cute matte. They turned out beautiful as well with the shiny top coat, but it would have looked so pretty matte, you know, with some bling. It would have been so cute. As you can see that it's smeared. So I suggest, if you happen to do anything like this and you want to do a matte top coat over nail art, you should do a clear top coat first. You should do a shiny top coat first and then apply the matte. So I was ticked off, so I just had to go back in and kind of, you know, draw over some of the space, some of the spots that were smeared, and I just cured it and went over with a clear top coat. By this point, you guys, I was like, I'm done, like, because y'all doing too much. Y'all are gonna see I'm gonna mess up again when it comes to the bling. And yeah, you know, so I don't know, I was just doing so much this night, and it just confused the heck out of me with all of this. So yes, I'm going to go back over it with the shiny top coat, and I honestly think, you know, this looks a little bit better. I mean, you really can't go wrong with a shiny top coat. But yeah, this looked so cute with the shiny top coat. So now I am going in with my bling, and I know I wanted to keep it simple with the bling, but you guys, by the time I made it to the middle finger, I don't know what the hell I was doing. Okay, I did not know what I was doing. I had seen where I went wrong when I applied the bling to the middle nail, okay? And then I was like, okay, well, let's just add more. You guys are gonna see. Y'all gonna see. Ooh, I'm so embarrassed. So, as you can see, you know, I was like, okay, I'm gonna do it this, and it's just gonna be simple like that. Well, it looked uneven to me, and then I was like, let me just add one more. And then the top space was clear, so I was like, it was empty, so I was like, let me just add a few more at the top. And then it looked crazy. It looked like a halfway breast cancer awareness ribbon. I was like, no, because it's really going to give breast cancer vibes, you know. No shade, but you know, this is a Valentine's Day set. So then I was like, let's just, you know, go over here to this pointer finger and just wrap it around the cuticle area, and then come back to it. Girl, look what I did. So I took all of that off. If you guys make a mistake and you don't like it, just take it off. I plucked all of them off. I buffed it real smooth, so I, you know, didn't take, you know, cut through that top coat. And I just applied the clear top coat, applied a little simple bling, and left it at that. And I think it turned out very, very gorgeous. Like, it was so cute. I love the little ombre. I love the simple bling. I love the stitching. I absolutely love the heart nail. I mean, it's just super, super, super gorgeous. So I thank you guys for watching this video and tolerating me through this voiceover. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Thank you guys. Bye-bye.